Like fire burns all through base desires, resentment, regret for an unrepentant liar. So are you? Long hours later, looking for an easy way to get around, having to swallow your pride again. My favorite spectacle, if you're never around, it's like watching self-control dissolve inside a vial full of thick, black, oily denial. You ponder what you lost and analyze the cost until you rationalize your way out of caring at all about anything else. So who are you? The dog on the side, you're looking for an easy way to get around, having to swallow your pride again. My favorite spectacle.
Swallowing their pride, that's exactly what the Trump campaign is doing right now. It was a very interesting Republican convention last night in Cleveland. I had my eye on it, as well as the baseball games going on. A little bit of WWE action going on. It was an eventful Monday night, to say the least. But the Republican convention definitely stealing the headlines. Donald Trump's entrance kind of reminded me of like the old Mac Steve Jobs. If you ever watch those Steve Jobs movies or any of the documents on Apple and stuff, you always see that first Apple commercial where they released at the Super Bowl. And they got the fucking, like, the men walking through the fog, like the clones and stuff like that. It was a fucking hell of an entrance, put it that way, fucking by the dawn. And before I get into this, just let me state that he ain't no Donald Trump supporter. He ain't no Republican. I'm a social democrat. I definitely lean to the left. If I was an American citizen and I had a vote, I'd be definitely, I was feeling the burn. I'm a Bernie Sanders kind of guy. I really, basically, I'm in a no-win situation. I absolutely hate Hillary Clinton, and Donald Trump's just basically a fucking idiot. So anyways, let's get to last night. The entrance was kick-ass, but everybody's talking about the speech, Melania Trump's speech, the plagiarizing of Michelle Obama's 2008 Democratic speech. Now, I listened to the host's speech, and then about an hour afterwards, when it was all said and done, we heard the plagiarism allegations. Now let's get to the speech. Let's get to the allegations itself. Now, it's pretty fucking close. Like, fuck, man. You go look at that. It's basically a paragraph. Basically a paragraph that they fucking ripped off, that they plagiarized, that they lifted. Now, it's obviously not word for word, but there's phrases, huge phrases in certain periods of time within the paragraph that kind of correlate with each speech. Now, yeah, it happened. I'm a journalist. Would I be a little pissed off? Yeah. Is it common speech like they're saying? Yeah, but still, man, like a fucking 8th grader, a fucking high schooler could fucking check and see if their fucking work is being plagiarized phrase by phrase. Now, it's only about, like I said, it's one paragraph. Like, all in all, her speech was pretty fucking damn good. She delivered it pretty fucking well. And like I said, it was one paragraph. It's about, what, maybe a minute long, not even. 45 seconds. And you can check it out. It's eerily similar. The fucking media's jumping all over it. It's the only fucking thing that they're fucking showing and stuff like that. You know, and they're right, it is plagiarism. They're really not saying the length. Like, when you see fucking Melania Trump plagiarize Michelle Obama, you think it's the whole fucking thing. But it's not. It's just like a little paragraph. But yeah, it did happen. And they need to fucking step up for it. Own it, man. Whoever fucking wrote that, one of her advisors, I'm sure she did a lot of it by herself. Came up with the ideas by herself, but she obviously had her advisors, the Trump campaign advisors, fucking helping her out, organizing it, arranging it, probably putting it into proper words. You know, English is not her first language. She's, from Slovenia? Now, Manfred, Trump's senior advisor in his campaign. So let me make sure that we got no videos popping up here. Yeah, sorry, Manafort. His senior advisor, he's coming out saying nobody's going to be fired. He's denying the allegation of plagiarizing it. Well, it's pretty fucking, it's right fucking there, man. You can't fucking deny it too much. You can deny not doing it, but you can't deny it happening. Fucking just kind of fucking own up for it a little bit, man. All these guys, all these fucking speakers and shit, all fucking steal shit. They always talk about the old guys and their famous speeches and stuff like that. They always get their fucking little bit of ideas from them. Just fucking own up to it. Corey Lewandowski, the former campaign manager, he's saying that people should be fired. Now he's throwing Rick Gates, one of Manafort's top deputies, under the bus. Now it's being rumored that he's the person inside the campaign who oversaw the entire speech process. Well, if that's true, man, he didn't fucking run a check. That's fucking hilarious. Fuck, man, it's one of the first things we fucking learned getting into fucking journalism school. I can tell you that much. Now, Chris Christie's had a fucking hilarious fucking quote. I just don't see it. If we're talking about 7% of his speech, that was really universally considered to be a good performance. Doesn't matter if it's a good fucking performance or not. It's where she got her fucking words from. And yeah, unfortunately, it's 7% that fucking happened. Just gotta fucking own up to it, man. But once again, fucking the Donald Trump campaign's on the back foot. Now, I was interested to see what Hillary Clinton had to say herself. She hasn't really said anything. Now, Manafort's coming out saying that it's Hillary Clinton igniting these allegations because she's afraid because there's another strong female. Well, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree that Clinton does get threatened by strong females and strong positions, but she hasn't said anything, so you can't really fucking accuse her of shit. Of saying anything or how she feels. Now, you could say that the Democratic Party may be behind it. You can throw those allegations behind it. That's more politically correct rather than saying Hillary Clinton herself. There was a lot of attacks on Hillary Clinton, but yeah, I wouldn't doubt the Democratic Party was all over it. They're probably sitting there watching it, scanning it. Like, come on, man. Fucking, there's a lot of money at stake here, man. They're spending a lot of money. There's fucking people doing shit that you wouldn't fucking believe. So there's definitely someone scanning in the Democratic Party. It probably happened. They probably fucking ignited it. But it wasn't fucking Clinton. Clinton hasn't said jack shit. I'm kind of interested to see what Clinton has to say about it. I'm sure she's going to be asked and questioned. I'm interested to see what Michelle Obama and the Obama administration, what they're going to have to say. They're going to say something. They're going to say something. They cannot not say something. Clinton's was already on the phone with the Obama administration. How are we going to handle this? What are we going to do? So, but like last night, all in all, it was a raucous crowd. They were fucking into it. The speeches were alright. A lot about fucking make America safe again. The fucking sheriff stirred the pot up with fucking Blue Lives Matter. Fucking aiming fucking, setting his sights on the Democratic Party, basically. I guess it's the safest way to say it. It's pretty hilarious. That was one of the biggest roars of the fucking night. I don't want to get into that. That's a political talk for another day. Black Lives Matters, all of that stuff. It's pretty fucking crazy. Just the loss of innocent life really sucks. The violence really sucks, man. Like, fuck. But that's a story for another day. I don't want to get into that. I look forward to tonight. Tonight should be a lot calmer. Donald Trump speaking Thursday. I'm looking forward to see what the Democratic Party, what they're going to react to with tonight. They're going to say something. They've been silent. I'm interested to see if Melania Trump's going to come out and say something. That they've been talking about it. I'm sure she will. She got a pretty good ovation. I think people are interested in what she has to say. But all in all, hilarious. Good fucking laugh, man. Some of the fucking views are just fucking crazy, man. some of the fucking former war vets and all that fuck crazy shit, man. Like I said, man, there's no way I could ever fucking vote for a Republican. Trump's campaign has sure made it easy, hilariously funny and entertaining. I don't think he really wants to be president still. I've said that right from the beginning. Go back to my original podcast. He just kind of dug himself a fucking hole. The media's dug a fucking hole. Well, the media created a Frankenstein. Trump dug a hole. Couldn't really get out of. You combine both of them together. It's this fucking huge fucking momentum problem. You know, like fucking huge momentum, huge fucking problem. Trump, you know, Trump's already won. Even if Trump doesn't win the presidency, he's already won. Getting this far, I don't think he ever really thought he would. But the momentum kind of carried him there. But he is in a lot of trouble going up against Clinton. You know, man, it's Clinton's race to fucking lose, which sucks. Because she's evil. She's just lying, evil, untrustworthy. Go look at the Clinton Foundation. Go look who's on the board of directors on the Clinton Foundation. People from ABC, CNN. She controls the media. Lots of censorism, shit like that. She does a lot of shit by omission. Trump may do shit by commission, but Hillary Clinton does shit by omission. It's the best way to put it. But we'll fucking move on from that. I do have some sports picks here for you at the end. A couple MLB picks for you. I got a Europa League parlay going off right now as well. And the beauty thing about a Europa League, it's already signed, sealed, and delivered. Problem is, though, we didn't cast a wager. Which is not good. I was playing a couple under parlays. Actually, it's not even over with yet. The hell am I talking about here? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Sorry about that. I'm a little ahead of myself. A little ahead of the game. I hadn't clicked on my other MLB wager. That was throwing me off. But anyways, yeah, I got a Europa League parlay set to kick off. They haven't kicked off yet. I thought they would, but I'll get to that in a little bit. A couple MLB picks. But I was talking a little bit about the Olympics yesterday with Russia. Basically with WADA disclosing their investigation on the Russian Olympic Committee, the Russian government, Russian athletes, Russian amateur athletes, professional athletes, and holy fuck, man, they got a hell of a fucking program going on over there. The more and more it started coming out, you know, basically they had, you know, government agents, you know, government officials enforcing certain IOC members, certain secret agents, you know, the former KGBs, shit like that. To that basically controls the fucking doping, you know, the security that was looking after the doping rooms, the fucking doctors and officials that were in the fucking doping rooms. It was pretty fucking widespread, man. It's not like it's fucking just the fucking rowing team. It's not like it was just the fucking wrestling team, even though there's a lot of fucking wrestlers involved. Or, you know, we got like fucking 11 fucking professional soccer positive samples probably. One real big-time professional soccer player, probably. Whole bunch of fucking wrestlers, fucking rowing, fucking fencing, you fucking name it, man. Track and field, the gymnasts. Nothing's coming up in the gymnasts, which is quite funny. But, like, you know, like, I know you need muscle to be a gymnast, but these are young. Like, most gymnasts are, like, fucking, 15, 16, right? 14 to 16 or something. So, like, their muscles are strong enough to do what they need to do, and you can tone those muscles pretty fucking quick. You know what I mean? I think a lot quicker as you start getting to your adolescent age, around 20, 25, even the 30-year-old fucking amateur athletes. And you need to be kind of tiny and agile, so, you know, but I know there's the drugs out there that, you know, don't bulk you up and make you fucking real strong, tiny, and agile and shit, so we'll see. But anyways, just with all this shit coming out, it really got me fucking thinking. And before I even get into it, I was talking about all Brazil's problems. This is just another one of fucking Brazil's problems. Well, a jihadist group came out of Brazil and pledged allegiance with ISIS, for fuck's sakes, man. So you can fucking add that on top of it. Another fucking problem. Supposedly the first South American, fucking group, terror group, to fucking pledge their allegiance with ISIS. Pretty fucking wild, pretty crazy. 2 weeks to go to open ceremonies. Yeah. You know, it's going to be an interesting fucking 3 weeks down in fucking Rio de Janeiro, I can tell you that much. But anyways, the Russian team getting busted, using mouse holes and fucking shit to change up fucking positive and negative samples, fucking getting into tamper-proof fucking lids and shit like that. You know, the whole fucking setup, you know, basically I guess I should say the setup, the prelude to it, getting the positive samples and make sure they're good and keeping them, and holy mother of fucking shit. And then a couple of whistleblowers, Stepanovs, shit like that. A couple of whistleblowers, a couple of pissed off athletes basically blew up the whole fucking thing. So basically, you know, they weren't getting paid enough. They pissed them off somehow, which is kind of funny, you know. You think they'd go to extreme lengths to pay these guys off. But anyways, like I said, it got me thinking. And I've talked about this before with all these fucking, you know, cycling and all this shit, rampant use of steroids, PEDs, amphetamines. They're in all sports, all professional athletes, in all professional sports, there are some athletes that'll fucking try it. Some get busted, some don't. I'd say in a lot of sports, majority of athletes don't do it, but there's always some. There's always, you know, someone's trying to do something to get the fucking edge, to get up there, to get that paycheck. You know, my opinion. It's everywhere. Soccer and shit. There's always some. A handful. Very small percentage, but there's always a handful. And it's becoming so rampant and such easy access, and they're developing these drugs so fucking quick now. You know, law enforcement and shit, and they'll never be able to keep up. And there's so much fucking money in the world. A lot of people with fucking money, and they love entertainment, and we're nothing to fucking do. It sounds kind of funny, but I wouldn't mind like the all performance enhancing Olympics. Fuck it. Set up this fucking Olympic Games or whatever. You don't even have to call them the Olympics, but set up this fucking worldwide world championship or whatever. The all-performance world championships. And fucking, they can take whatever the fuck they want, man. If people want to come clean and fucking do it or whatever, man. You know, like, that's basically where we're fucking heading. That way it's all an even playing field. This guy's on this. You can have fuck commentators talking about what they're fucking taking and shit like that, etc., etc. Now, I know, people, extremely bad for the health of the athletes. Extremely bad. But they're already choosing to put this shit in their bodies. So, you know what I mean? Like, you'll get your sponsorships. It might take a little while. Like, I can see this shit kicking off in fucking, like, Asia or fucking something like that. You know what I mean? They like their fucking fun and games down there. They like to gamble. But it'd be pretty fucking hilarious seeing guys do, like, the fucking hammer throw and fucking whipping it fucking, like, fucking 100 meters or whatever. I don't know what's far and what's not fucking for the hammer throw, but, like, fucking just whipping like a fucking 100 meters. Fucking running the fucking 100 meters in, like, 7 seconds. Fucking the weightlifting fucking shit would be fucking just crazy. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like the fucking, they got the shot put or whatever. Just shot put in like fucking 30 meters. Fuck it. Let them fucking go at it, man, if they're gonna do this shit, man. You know, and then you can have the real Olympics with all the clean athletes if they want to fucking do it. Give, you know, I believe in equality and opportunity. Give them an opportunity. Like I said, real bad for the athlete's health. Extremely bad. Like, really bad, but it is their own bodies, and and in the end, they make their own decisions. You know what I mean? But I would rather just get rid of it all, but realistically, we gotta be real, man. It's not going fucking anywhere. But that'd be fucking hilarious, man. Fucking... It'd be fucking wild, man. The fucking high jump, fucking... it'd be fucking crazy. You know? Like I said, some sports don't necessarily need it a lot, but it'd be fucking wild, man. Like I said, man, fucking softball, man. Guys hitting the ball fucking like 300 feet, man. Just boom! Kaboom! Fuck it. Guys fucking, you know, fucking girls doing a little fucking the whip ball. I don't know what kind of, I think all baseball's out now. So fucking, what do you got? Rugby and golf, well, you know, those are probably pros. Like the pros probably won't be all over. But like I said, man, you can fucking have it. You have all the fucking long drive motherfuckers out there, man. Have these fucking crazy fucking courses and shit like that. It'd be fucking wild. Trust me, I'd tune in. I'd be the first to say, man, it's not healthy. And I don't like that shit, man. I don't like fucking needles and stuff like that, man. I wouldn't be putting no needles or stuff. I know you can just probably do pills now. But I wouldn't be putting no needles or any of that stuff in my fucking body, man. I don't even like taking aspirin. I don't even like taking fucking aspirin. So I wouldn't be taking any of that stuff. But hey, man, there's people out there that would. It'd be fucking wild. The All Performance World Championships. The All Enhanced Performance World Championships. That's what we call it. APWC. All Enhanced Performance World Championships. Fucking, you want to see guys fucking whip the javelin fucking like 200 meters? It'd be fucking crazy, man. But anyways, it's enough with the Olympics. They got enough fucking problems. And speaking of problems, the WWE's got a problem on their hands. We got former wrestlers suing the WWE, claiming long-term brain damage, following the NFL football players and the NHL players, former NFL football players, former NHL players suing their respective leagues. This was only a matter of time. They probably got a better case than anybody. Because fucking... But then again, I don't know what their collective bargaining agreement is, or like they don't have a union, so I don't know what's in their contracts and stuff like that, right? But to be said, they probably got a better argument than most. Like I remember fucking Bret Hart fucking wrestling with fucking concussions, and that fucked them right up, shit, WCW days. And Bill Goldberg, remember old Goldberg when he went on that big streak? I'm sure he had some multiple concussions trying to fucking elongate that career, that streak and stuff like that. Austin, I can only imagine, like Mick Foley. I remember that fucking pay-per-view, man, when I watched Mick Foley get hit over the head with a chair like fucking 20 times straight or whatever it fucking was. His hands were handcuffed behind his back. And the fucking Rock was just fucking teeing off on him, man, in the last man standing match. Fuck, man, I've never seen anything like it. Go watch that video. I'm sure fucking Mick Foley crashing in fucking the yeah, well, he definitely got a concussion when he fucking got chokeslammed through the fucking cage, the Hell in the Cell, man. He like crumpled up, man. His fucking head just smashed it off the fucking chair and the mat and shit. He looked fucking dead. Not to mention him going off the top of the cage into the table. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure these guys, you know, the old dudes like Jimmy Superfly Snuka and Joseph Wood Warrior Animal Laurinaitis, Paul Mr. Wonderful, a few of the lead wrestlers in on this. Now, if you know anything that Jimmy Superfly Snuka, he's being, they're trying to send him to trial for the murder of his ex-wife back in like the early 80s or whatever it was. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they got a lot of shit on him. Like, he's probably, you know, innocent to proven guilty, man, but, you know, they got a lot of shit on him and they want him to stand trial and stuff. They basically deem that he's not mentally capable to do that. But he's leading this. So yes, Snuka is charged with the 1983 death of his girlfriend near Allentown, Pennsylvania. He has been ruled mentally incompetent to stand trial, and his defense partly blames his trauma suffered in the wrestling ring. So obviously WWE denies the allegations. They'll get their attorneys and fucking a bunch of fucking suits on top of this. They'll try to fucking clean this up fucking real quick. Real fucking quick. Where are we standing here? Well, I'll probably get to my sports picks now. I was going to end with the Chris Correa, St. Louis Cardinals employee that hacked into the Houston Astros database, the scouting database and stuff like that. He's been sent to jail for 4 years. I was going to get into that. I got into a big argument whether people can hack into Apple's encrypted codes and shit with my buddy. He says they can't. I was like, fucking right they can, man. And I used like the San Bernardino attacks and stuff like that, and they gave Apple the opportunity to do it for them, but then they went in and basically fucking hacked them itself. Now, they didn't release it because of business partnerships and stuff like that. You know, they don't want to fucking embarrass Apple and stuff, and Apple's, you know, like, Apple had to make their stance on their side and say, yeah, our codes can't be encrypted, you know? They can't just, you know, whatever. And then fucking the American government also wants to work with Apple, and they don't want to come out and say that they fucking can encrypt it, embarrass them, and fucking basically all become useless and shit, right? So, in my opinion, they can fucking... There's thousands of people that could probably hack into the fucking Apple encryption, There's millions of hackers these days. I'd say at least 100 hackers could probably do it. I'd say a lot of them are working for fucking nations' governments. They just don't disclose this shit until it's absolutely necessary. But I'll get into that another day. But yeah, he got 4 years. 4-year prison term. Pretty interesting. It's going to be one of the new things coming into sports. People hacking in, trying to fucking find out what other teams are doing, monitoring them, seeing what players are interested in. Especially in the world of soccer, the world of football, and money transfers. And money is a big fucking deal, man. And scouting and fucking, youth systems and shit like that, man. Like, the hacking in and finding out what fucking teams are up to, who they want, what they're doing. It's gonna be a big thing coming up in the future of sports. We're gonna hear more about it. Put it that way. We're gonna hear a lot more about it. New England Patriots, I'm watching you. And yes, I will not talk about the Deflate Gate of trying to avoid that. I was fucking sick and tired of it. But let's jump into my sports picks. Before I do, Johnny Manziel, you're an idiot. You're never going to become anything in the NFL. So, man, you might as well just shut your mouth, get fucking clean, and come up with a different business endeavor. I'll leave it at that. Fuck, man. But anyways, on the diamond tonight, a few games that I like. It was a tough board. I didn't really like the board that much. Fucking, 1-3 night last night? Fucking awful. Fucking Oakland A's. My Oakland A's are hot right now. They're flexing their muscles. Flexing their muscles down on the bay. Came away with a 7-4 win. Colorado Rockies were only team to cash. Fucking Orioles and the fucking Yankees couldn't hit the fucking ball. Fucking awful. But we'll look to rebound tonight. We don't live in the past. We learn from the past. We remember the past. We learn from the past, but we don't live in the past. So the first game that kind of caught my eye, big fucking showdown in Chicago. You got the Chicago Cubs, Central leading Chicago Cubs. They're hosting the New York Mets. Jake Arrieta's on the mound for the Cubs. Noah Syndergaard, Thor's on the mound for the Mets. As it stands right now, the Cubs are minus 145 home favorites. Total in this game is 7. Now, with Noah Syndergaard getting plus 125, that's an obvious lean. You don't really get him at plus money too often. It's definitely going to go under the number. I like the under more than anything. I got the under 7 in this game. Since I like the under 7, I do think Syndergaard and the Mets are a live dog. Haven't clicked on them, but they are a live dog. But I'll take the under 7 in this game. We got 2 fucking aces going here right now. I think we're going to see a nice pitching showdown at Wrigley Field. Now you got the LA Dodgers on the road. They're visiting the Washington Nationals. Lopez. I'll get you his full name here in a second here. Guy picked him up on my fantasy. But Lopez, rookie, just got called up. He's making his MLB debut. The Dodgers have Scott Kazmir on the mound. As it stands right now, the Dodgers are minus 115 road favorites, basically in a pick'em. Total in this game is 9 runs. Just bear with me for 1 second. Reynaldo Lopez. 3.19 ERA, 109 Ks, 31 walks at AA and AAA this season. So the kid's got some AAA stats with him, but we'll see if he can cut it in the big leagues. But I like the under in this game. Dodgers won't be too familiar with him. I think he can get a solid 4 or 5 innings out of the Washington Nationals. Nationals have been playing towards the under as well as of late. Dodgers bats, very streaky. So I like the under 9 in this game. Dodgers 38, 53, and 3 to the over-under. Washington hitting at 500, sitting at 500 on the over-under. There you go. That's what I was looking for. The Nationals are 2-8. 2-8 to the over. 2-8 to the under. That makes more sense to me. So the under's cashed 8 out of 10 times in the last 10. So the under's cashed in 8 of the last 10 games. That's basically how I should fucking word it here. So I like the under 9 in the Nationals Dodgers game. The Milwaukee Brewers. They're on the road taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Talon. Pretty sure he's a Canadian lad. He's coming off the DL. He's coming off his DL to make his first start since going on the DL. Pirates are sitting at minus 150. Guerrero's on the mound for the Brewers. They're sitting at plus 130. Total this game is 8 runs. So you got Talon's coming off the DL to start. I usually don't like pitchers in that situation. I usually try to avoid that. So I think the Brewers are a live dog sitting at plus 130. Guerrero's been pretty consistent all season. If he can get me 3 innings, if he can get me a quality start, I think the Brewers can hang on. Brewers bats can come away pretty quickly. So I'll take the Milwaukee Brewers at plus 130 to beat the Pittsburgh Pirates at home. I just don't like how the Pittsburgh Pirates are playing baseball this year with 2 games above 500. I don't think they're a playoff team this year. Now, I do have a baseball parlay. St. Louis Cardinals, they're at home, taking on the San Diego Padres. Martinez is on the mound for the Cardinals. Ray's on the mound for the Padres. As it stands, St. Louis are minus 220 home favorites. Total in this game is 8. But I like St. Louis. I can take them on the money line at minus 220. I'm going to parlay them up with the Houston Astros. I'm going to go back to the well. Astros couldn't get it done for me last night, but I think they get it done tonight. One of the hotter teams in baseball, hotter teams in the AL. The Astros got Dallas Keuchel on the mound. They're taking on the Athletics in Oakland. They got Overton, lefty on the mound. Houston's, they've fared pretty well against lefties this season. They're right around 500. The Astros are minus 170 on the money line. Total in this game's 8 runs, but I'm going to parlay the St. Louis Cardinals, minus 220, up with the Houston Astros, minus 170. My last play tonight, games have just kicked off, not looking very good. Looking very good. Couple games in some Europa Champions League qualifying. We got Legia Warsaw taking on Mostar from Bosnia-Herzegovina. I got the game to go under 3. And I got that parlayed up with Red Star Belgrade. They're taking on Valletta, a team from Malta. Not very good. They managed to squeak a goal out at home. But I can't see them scoring at all in Serbia. Serbia is a fucking really tough place to play for some of the top teams in Europe. So I got the over 2.5 in the Red Star Belgrade Valletta match, parlayed with the under 3 in the Legia Warsaw Mostar match. Mostar, they've been on a pretty good run. Legia Warsaw, pretty strong at home. I look for a tight match in that game. Gets you about plus 110, right around there, plus 115. So I'll just run through my picks real quick one last time. New York Mets are on the road, taking on the Chicago Cubs. Cubs are minus 145 favorites. Total in this game is 7. I like the under 7. LA Dodgers are on the road in Washington, the nation's capital. Dodgers are minus 115 road favorites. Basically a pick-up. Total in this game is 9. I like the under 9 I'll take the Milwaukee Brewers at plus 130 to defeat the Pittsburgh Pirates in Pittsburgh. I got the St. Louis Cardinals at minus 210 parlayed with the Houston Astros at minus 170. And I got the Legia Warsaw Zrinski Mostar match to go under 3, parlayed with the Red Star Belgrade Valletta match to go over 2.5 goals. Remember, you can find my work on Twitter at KJ_theblock. Find my work on my blog site, kylejohnsontheblock.wordpress.com. And hey, remember, if you're not laying money on the table, you're not winning.
Yeah, you, the one in the back lacking tact. Well, we all can see straight through your act. And if you don't mind, if I may be so bold and not a little unkind, well, I think you lied. And now, when I'm losing my patience again, won't you believe my first signal? A difference to everyone watching, you making a spectacle of yourself.